The simulation game House Flipper, developed by Frozen District and published by Playway SA, sees players getting the chance to renovate and design a number of houses in this cozy and calming title. With its sequel, House Flipper 2, due to release later this year, with even further advancements from the original, House Flipper remains a wonderfully relaxing endeavor to pour your time into and get down to working. Setting up your own renovation business, House Flipper will have you conducting your base of operations from a small office where you'll accept new jobs on your laptop. This office at first is rather dingy, covered in dirt, litter, and is definitely in need of a fix-up, although that's entirely for your own comfort and creativity rather than a real objective the title asks of you. Once you've slightly cleaned up the place, it's time to dive straight into the campaign's many differing jobs that continue to pop up as you progress further into the title. From initially just cleaning up trash and mopping floors and walls, to later becoming more of a full-blown handyman set to make all kinds of changes, House Flipper actually has quite the vast catalogue of renovation abilities for you to get stuck into. Gameplay itself sees you doing a varying number of tasks, whether it be painting walls with a few rollings of paint, clicking on rubbish to bin it, purchasing and placing furniture, laying tiling and applying wallpaper, hammering down walls to open up spaces or building new ones, screwing in different appliances, and even more. Some of these tasks are rather easy, and others a little more complicated or repetitive, but with ability upgrades through claiming skill points as you progress, they'll swiftly become a little speedier to complete. These upgrades vary from applying paint to multiple wall sections at once or cleaning faster with a mop, making your large jobs more easily completable. Nothing is overly complex though, making the title nice and simple for most to pick up and play, offering quite the calming renovation escape for a break from the real world. The objective of earning this money from your jobs in House Flipper comes in the second half of its gameplay, seeing you save up to purchase and renovate varying houses in whichever manner you want. Starting at $30,000 and going upwards, these are more expensive commitments and will need their own changes before selling off for profit. Each house can optionally be entirely redesigned on the interior and usually offers some more cleaning up to do before selling off to different clients with their own special requests to earn money from each property. Though the game does have an end to its campaign and a limited number of houses to sell, you are able to endlessly replay after completion. Whether you wish to redecorate and restore properties all over again for more profit and to different clients, or if you want to pick up and replay campaigns to do a better or different job, you can continue to pick it up over and over as many times as you wish. Visually, House Flipper is an average-looking title, with graphics that are fairly decent and offer a nice array of well-designed furniture too. It certainly could be improved upon, and has been for the upcoming House Flipper 2, but they still make for a world that's a pleasure to design, clean up, and create within, even if it's imperfect. The game's audio also immerses you fully into your work, with sound design for each action. But personally, we feel House Flipper is probably a game you won't want to sit and listen to in itself, with its gameplay instead perfect for putting on your favorite playlist or new podcast episode and just detaching from reality for a few hours. Additionally, House Flipper still has continued support poured into the title, with a recent spring update addressing many requested changes and bug fixes. These varied from a new property in the woods to the ability to lay floor tiles on balconies, as well as new furniture and more. The title also offers varying DLC content packs for purchase, adding significant amounts to the base game in a recent farming edition to pets and more, almost making the game feel reminiscent of The Sims if it was focused more upon renovation. Though we had a lot of fun with House Flipper, it's not to say it was faultless. Some issues we encountered were frustrating job requirements, asking for specific paint colors or items like a desk chair that had to be the exact same thing requested, otherwise it would not count for completion. With a few items sharing very similar names or offering different brands of items, it was easy to make these mistakes. Selling houses also felt a little empty, with renovating rarely making large differences in how much money you can make from a property, as well as different buyers all leaving vague feedback on how to improve the home for their tastes. A few bugs were encountered throughout too, and although they weren't anything major, it wasn't uncommon for things like furniture in our office to randomly be deleted, among other things occurring too. Outside of these issues, the title could be deemed a bit repetitive and slow at times, but for the style of game, it's to be expected, still remaining very much enjoyable in short bursts and a calming addition to any cozy gamer's library. With House Flipper 2 due to release later this year, the new title looks to introduce new mechanics and revamps the old ones from the original game. Plus, new visuals make the world look gorgeously immersive. A new sandbox mode will also allow you to build or recreate real-life buildings and design projects, a much requested feature for the original title. There's really no better time to get stuck into House Flipper before this upcoming release gives you a new world of content to re-immerse yourself into after. Overall, House Flipper may not be perfect, but it certainly provided an experience it promised to deliver upon. From its vast options in renovation with installing appliances to painting walls and cleaning litter, House Flipper really felt like it had a lot to do and complete, and every job felt rewarding in its completion. The gameplay was relaxing, easy to do, and still varied enough to entertain. If you're looking to slow it down and let your creativity flow, then House Flipper is definitely the title for you. House Flipper is available to play on Windows, Mac OS, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and Nintendo Switch, purchasable in the link in the description. Existential was kindly provided with a Steam code for this review. Thank you for watching. Here at Existential, our talented team of writers, photographers, and content creators appreciate your support, so please consider liking, subscribing, or sharing this video with someone you think would enjoy this cozy title. We're incredibly grateful of the support from our lovely patrons over on Patreon, so if you'd like to check out the benefits you could get from joining today, then you can find the link in the description. Thank you for watching, and until next time, we've been Existential.